this is T.
And this is K.
Welcome to
Honest Kurvesationz.
Hi, you guys. We are here. We are back. We are actually on episode 20. Clap, clap, clap. Clap it up for us. You know how we do every milestone episode. We like to show our faces. We like to give you a video. And being that it's the end of the year, I feel that it is very timely and just plays all into what we got going on for us to show our face so you guys can get T and K in real time at the end of the year. We kind of started this year with giving check-ins on our health, on our mental, on our wellness, overall well-being. So this is such a great special moment for us to share with you guys for episode 20 so that we can be on video. You can see how we are. And we usually have special guests for every 5 episodes, but today you just have your girls T and K. So yes, we're gonna get right into it today. You know how we do our icebreaker, and today I am in charge of the icebreaker. Again, as I stated, our premise or like our reasoning for even making this podcast was for us to just have these conversations and things that we talk about that concerns our well-being or just different things that we have going on in life.
Taboo conversations.
So, yes.
Uncomfortable
things you don't normally hear, things that you don't normally, witness people talk about because they're too afraid to say it or what have you. But today, our icebreaker is just going to be like a simple check-in on how we're doing physically, mentally, emotionally, and just our overall well-being and wellness. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and start us off. I wouldn't say that I have put my health journey on pause, but again, in previous episodes, I have touched on how I still struggle with a little bit trying to find a schedule of me getting into the gym, working out, things of that nature. So that has propelled me to just focus mainly on my eating and what I consume. And for the past few months or so, I've just been doing like low carbs, little to no carbs, little to no sugar, really focusing on my protein and my dairy. Sometimes I have like some chicken and cheese cubes and blueberries and just trying to stay as low as I can on those carbs and sugar, and still yet struggling with trying to get myself back into the gym just because of my work schedule. But here recently, I actually just went back to the gym last week. Praise God.
Hey.
So I'm trying there. I'm trying different things. But I have learned that you got to give yourself grace, and you just have to do what you can and manage, kind of control what you can, as far as you're available. If you can't make it to the gym, you can't make it to the gym. If you can't eat how you want to eat, you can't eat how you want to eat. You just got to do what you got to do to make sure it gets done, okay? Yeah. So that is my update on my physical and wellness portion, health, lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. Mentally, I would say I'm doing okay. Again, just doing the best I can with what I got and controlling what I can. Mm-hmm. These days, I'm really, really focusing on myself and things. If it exhausts me, if it tires me out, if it overwhelms me, I am slick. Yeah. Dodging, slick. Removing myself, slick. I'm going to step down.
My
slick.
Lord,
I'm
so slick.
Push it back.
She's so slick.
So, yes.
Lord,
I think it really has helped me and put a lot of things in perspective of what I have allowed for a long time. So, yeah, that's my mental. That's my health. Good. That's my fitness. Yeah. Physical. How about yourself?
So physically, I would say it's been a good pause. Mm-hmm. It's been paused for a little bit since like this summer. My job ramped up. My schedule is super tight, and I find myself always being stretched really, really thin. But that is like the life I chose, so I can't really complain about it. Mm-hmm. So the gym has not seen me in about like 5 months, which is crazy to say because I was a diehard gym girly, almost every day except for Sundays, and even on Sundays I will make sure like I did some sort of cardio. For sure. But it's been a minute. I'm on my way back. It's just life is life, and it's just a lot. Like I work multiple jobs, and I like to have my hands on a whole bunch of different things. So timing is hard, but you have to prioritize what's important to you, and my health and my physical is very important to me. Mm-hmm. And it also helps with my mental health. My mental health overall, I think, is pretty good. Like I said, I just put a lot on my plate. because I don't like sitting still. I don't know if that's me like avoiding things sometimes, but growing up, my mom kind of instilled in me like an idle mind is a devil's playground. And when I was younger, if I wasn't doing something, I was gonna find something to do, and oftentimes it was not productive. So I don't want to get into that. So I try to keep myself like moving and going, but I do love my time at home in solitude, in the place that is warm to me, that I love, and then around like my family, my friends who keep me uplifted. So that helps with my mental health, or like just taking a breather. Yeah. So I've tried. Okay. I think I've been doing well.
I think you're doing well. You made it. You're here.
I am.
We are still pressing forward. We got a few days left of 2024, but literally it has flown by, and it's really crazy to say that literally next week is a new year. So,
and we've been doing it since February.
Yeah, we have really tried to be consistent. We've really tried. I am too. It's really crazy to talk about. People be like, "Oh, y'all got a podcast?"
Yeah,
but
I don't see her. They be like, "That's the podcast girl."
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yes.
When we're together, oh, look at them.
Yes,
I need to listen to their podcast. So it's really. It's like, okay, we've really been doing this for a while.
And we've done it bi-weekly.
We
stayed on top of it.
Trying to do it.
Fresh thoughts and ideas.
Rolling it out. Giving you guys what y'all want to hear. Even if y'all don't want to hear, we still giving it to y'all.
But the folks love it. Like, I'm getting real good feedback. And even though she be hating on my like icebreakers and whatnot, and
y'all see how today I just did
not even
something simple. We don't need to be thinking too hard. We don't need to be expounding too much.
The people are like, "Oh my God, that was hilarious. Oh my God, I was hitting my desk at work, blah blah blah." So anyway, we try to keep things fresh. We try to keep the ball rolling, and it helps with us and like our friendship and like prioritizing and spending time together, even with our busy schedules. So,
for sure. So I love that for us. Again, we thank you guys for sticking it out with us, hanging in there with us,
giving us the feedback.
This is really just real, raw, and authentic. This is what I like. I don't like things to be too coached. I don't like it to be too, structured, because in real life, things happen, and you have to know how to maneuver. You have to know how to pivot. You got to know how to stop. You got to know how to be flexible. So I love that our podcast and like our environment that we try to curate is just like we live life. So thank you guys once again for hanging in there with your favorite girls. Today, again, we know it's the end of the year. We know that things are coming to an end so swiftly. I just keep saying that because it's so crazy. But I was on TikTok today, and a video came up on my For You page. It was a young lady. She was on there. TikTok. Loves TikTok. Please don't go away. Please don't. I don't want to get on there on January 19th. It's not on my phone. They tell me access denied. I'm going to go.
Yes.
TikTok is my everything. But, okay. So I was on TikTok, and I saw this girl. She was talking about how, it was something, the video title was something about late bloomers, or encouragement for the late bloomers, which I love the title, and I immediately was like, play this. Let me see what are you talking about. So basically she was talking about how we have people that we cheer for, or we're on the sideline for, that get in all these things that they desire, all these things that they, dreamt of, and we are the ones like, dang, I wish that could happen to me. I've been waiting on this, but it happened to her. Why not me? I want this to happen for me, but nothing is moving. So like, she was going into the semantics of how basically if you're on that sideline, you can still cheer for that person, but you have to coach yourself in a sense to not get caught up in what's not happening for you, and kind of take the moment of where you're feeling like, dang, I want that to be me. You have to take that moment and thrive in it. You have to take that moment and make the best of what you can with it, because you don't know how they got that. You don't know what it took for them to get that. You just see the outcome, in which it is very common for us to have those emotions like, I wish it was me, or I wanted to be me. Not saying that it's never going to be you. It's just that patience thing. So she was just touching on that, and how we have to have patience, and we have to really like live that thing out. If we get impatient, that's when we kind of move out of step. When we kind of get ahead of ourselves, and it could not end well, so we have to remain patient. So I thought it was very timely for us to touch on it and kind of expound on that, being that it is the end of the year. And of course, beginning of the year, we probably were like, we want to see this happen in 2024. We want this to be in 2024. And now 2024 is literally about to end in a couple of days. And we're like, okay, did those things happen?
Right.
Did they not happen? How do I feel about that?
Right.
What am I going to do? I only have a week left and I still am up these 20 pounds. Like things like that. So how do you feel about that?
Well, I try myself, like, I try not to compare myself and my situation to other people. So that's something I worked really hard to do over the course of maybe like 2 years or something like that, because I know what's for somebody else is not for me.
Yeah.
Also, whatever blessing they may have received that they may have been praying for, that is not my specific blessing.
Yeah.
So like, kudos to you and your man's for getting married, but would I want him to be my husband? Not really. So I'm very happy for you, you know? So like, I also have been diligent in noticing that blessings are like a domino effect. Okay. So like, you have to get your blessing in order for her to get her blessing, and then in order for him to get his, then for me to get mine. And it's like, it's really amazing to me. I forgot who was, I was listening to like another podcast or a sermon or something, and they were talking about how like, if I didn't get my blessing, then somebody down the road is not going to get theirs. So I have to be diligent in my walk and my talk with God to help the next person, because at the end of the day, that's what this love in the world is about. You know what I'm saying? So I've focused mainly on that and less of like, dang, don't get me wrong. Like sometimes I'm like, whew, it would be nice, certain things like, but at the same time, I'm like, I know, if I'm being honest with myself, I know I'm not ready for it right now. I know I'm not where I'm supposed to be right now. I know that if I rush and receive this right now, I'm going to fumble the bag. So I've got to like just continue to pray through it.
Okay.
How do you feel?
That's her spin. That's her spin. In which I do feel similarly, but I think, and I try not to put age on the thing, but
that's hard.
It is very hard, especially when you're like growing in age and you want it to be like boom, 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 and you're still at the first boom,
right?
And nothing's happening. Like,
and it's been a minute.
And I've been at the first boom for a while, so it's like I am that person. Like, Lord, like, when is it gonna happen for me? Or I see all these things.
It's still recording.
I see all these things. Y'all excuse that little brief intermission there. But we love technology, don't we? So I get those things where I'm like, I don't know, like, is it something I'm doing?
Right.
Is it something
or that I'm
not doing? Yeah. Is it something that, I don't know. What is it that I need to do for it to shift for me? But in that video, when she was saying, like, thrive in where you are, I was like, you know what? That is a really good nugget to live with, because I know a lot of times people say, like, I need patience, or I gotta have patience, or something like that. But I think it was either, and don't quote me on this, saints, but I think in the Bible it tells you to have patience, and it is a scripture that refers to let patience have her perfect work. And having patience and getting patience, or saying that you got patience, is two different things. You have to have patience. It's nothing you can get.
Right.
It's something that you have to possess.
Right.
So I think that having patience, it can be very trying. It can be very bruising to your faith, because you have to literally wait.
Yeah.
And in the kind of society we live in, or just us as people, we have to wait. I have to wait. Like,
and that's hard. That's hard for this time of the world that we're in. We're used to everything. And I think we've said this in a former pod, but we're used to instantaneous everything, or instant gratification, or whatever. So like you said, TikTok, I can or I can like Google search something, find the answer right then and there. If
Everything
I need
is at our fingertips.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's super quick at our fingertips. You can check the balance of your account. You can deposit, send money, whatever. We're used to that instant gratification. However,
with some things you cannot.
That's not
like
how it always goes.
The bigger picture of things. If there's someone that's like waiting for a job or waiting for a raise or like trying to unlock a new level in their career, and you've tried to apply for jobs, you've tried to talk to that boss, you've tried to explore different avenues, and nothing is really shaking and moving for you, then it's like, what is going on? I have to have patience to wait for something to unlock, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, Lord, I really need this shift in my life. I really need it in my finances. I really need it in this specific area, but I still have to wait. So I think for myself, I get conflicted, but I'm still yet, thriving and trying to keep a positive mindset. I just have that in the back of my mind, like, when is it going to be my time? And then on the other side, it's like, once it gets to be my turn, how am I going to feel? Like, am I going to feel like, dang, I've been waiting on this all my life? Or am I going to be let down because it's like I build up the anticipation and then I'm not even excited anymore?
I thought that's something similar to that, but mine is like, when I get it, what am I going to work next?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always a next. It's always a something. So it's like, if I finally achieve this, okay, then what? Like, what am I going to be trying to strive for next? What am I going to be attaching myself to next or bothering my time with next? So I think a lot, and then you have to, again, back to God, it's like, you have to know that He's preparing. He's already prepared the other booms. Yeah. He's prepared 100 other booms for you. But in order for you to get that next boom, He has to make sure that one's perfect first. The next one is coming up.
That's true.
And so not only do you have to be patient, but you also have to be able to listen.
Yes.
And so my mom growing up was like, Hannah, you don't listen. You don't listen. And yes, I do. Yeah, but maybe I'm listening to respond.
Not to understand.
But not to understand. So that's how I find myself sometimes, even with God, if I'm being quite honest, is that, all right, God, I hear you. I hear you. But am I hearing Him? Am I listening?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at. And then, like, appreciating the season. Again, we've talked about this as well. We are single. I'm 31, late 20s. No children, no ties, no dogs, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, rather than looking at that as like a hindrance of like, oh my goodness, I'm not complete. Well, I am complete. I'm complete in learning to love myself. I'm more so loving myself now than I ever have. And in order for somebody else to love me, I have to love myself wholly first. So I know that that's something that God has been working like within me in order for me to get the next boom, boom, and boom. So I wanted to ask you, what are some things that you feel like you're waiting on?
Things I've been waiting on.
If we're having honest conversations.
Definitely honest. I'm waiting, just patiently waiting on the good Lord to send a young fella.
Okay.
A man of God. My Boaz. I'm really waiting on my Boaz.
My Lord.
I am.
Hallelujah.
I won't say that I'm actively like seeking after it because I have so many other things that's on my mind, but I cannot wait for the moment that I'm able to really like engulf myself into love. Like being able to come home and I have somebody that's my person. We can share our day. We can talk our day out. We can chill our day out. We can, just having someone to come home to, having the ability to do stuff with that person, having the ability to not always be you that you're depending on, or like always having to pull the weight behind. I am looking forward to that. And also like, I cannot wait till the day that I'm able to truly live my life of luxury in the sense of I don't want to have to be like out and I'm like, oh dang, how much I spend here? Like,
right.
okay, I got this to spend until, and then
Right.
I get paid this day, and I gotta, like, I don't want to have to do all of that.
Her Nicki Minaj. We don't even look at the price tag.
I want to be so, like, secure, and I know the good Lord got my back, but I want to be so secure financially where I don't have to worry about that. I don't want to have a worry of, okay, I need to monitor this spending, or if I see something really nice I want to pick up, I want to be like, okay, get me that. Or, my friends, we need to go get some food. Girl, I got you. That type of thing.
Bless, Lord, bless her.
Those two right now in this moment are what I'm truly looking forward to, and kind of what I'm waiting on, per se, to enjoy and get to that point. So, yeah.
Okay.
How about yourself?
I feel like I'm at the point in my life where that is probably like the only thing that I'm waiting on.
Okay. You feel like, and you know how you get like older and you feel like, check this off. I check this off. So that is like your last, like, okay.
Because like, of course I want to build my house. Yeah. And, vehicles and start a family, blah, blah, blah. But like, in order for me to get there, personally, I need that first. And I think prayerfully, that's what he wants for me. Yeah. Because like, there could have been situations where I've skipped a couple steps, but I don't want to do that. Yeah. And I don't see that in my favor. But yeah, just having that companion. I don't know if I've ever experienced
Honey, I'm home.
Love. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I'm like, my heart skips a beat every time I see you. And like, I know you're down for me 1000%. Or if something happens and
that
you're there.
That you got it bad, love.
Yeah. Yes. When you're all, on the phone, hang up and you call right back.
Okay. You want that.
You got it bad. When you miss a day without your friend.
And what?
Your whole life's off track. Yes, that one. I need that one. I need that old school R&B kind of love. Okay. But yeah, for me, I feel like that's the only thing that I'm waiting on. And yes, of course, like, bless me in abundance financially. But I feel like I'm pretty good. I'm always going to be penny pinching and counting my ducats because that's what I do. But other than that, that's it. And just making sure my family's good. I'm just waiting on them to be blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my mom to have her own home. I want, my grandparents to be able to go and do whatever they want to go and do. So like, I'm still waiting. I think that's it, really. I'm less waiting on my own blessings and waiting on others. Like, even my cousins who are in school and still striving to get into their career, and like, I just love to. No, but for real.
No,
like, I'm so excited. Sure.
I understand. I understand for sure. But
yeah, but I feel like God has blessed me so much. And that's why I don't want to start getting greedy, like what the girl was saying, like just being in this season and like being present in it. And like, man, I got the house, the car, the this, the that, whatever, like all that monetary stuff. I have my health. I have my strength. I have, you know what I'm saying? All the things that are necessities rather than wants. Yeah. And I am waiting on that for that addition. Okay. But I know that there are some things I have to work on.
Okay. Yeah. And I think I said it in previous like sentences ago, but I think her title was Encouragement to the Late Bloomers. And again, I think that is so like, I think it's so like, late. I don't know. I think it's very, that was a very, very powerful because statement.
You said earlier too, you were like, not to put time on stuff. And I'm 31 and you're about to be 30 or whatever. And like, that's still young. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's kind of getting up there. And like, I start thinking about my biological clock and like being able to conceive children, if things like that. So it's crazy because I've never thought of that. And it's when we were in high school, don't be 16 and pregnant. Man. Don't be this. So I feel like they harp.
You want to know what's so funny?
And my mama wants me pregnant.
Back in the day, like when I was younger, of course, my like timeline of things to have like a husband, a kid. 25, I was like, I would like to be married. 28 was my time to have kids. And now that I've surpassed those ages, it's like, okay, Lord, now, wait a minute now.
Yeah, and see, I never had that, but I kind of like based mine because I always thought my mom had me when she was a little bit older.
Right.
She had me at 29.
Right.
And so when I hit 30, I kind of like was sad for a little bit because I'm like, dang, I'm older than what my mom was when she had me.
Yeah.
But again, I try not to do the whole comparison thing, but I do think about that sometimes with like, what am I able to do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I said it's like literally twofold, because it's like you don't want to compare, but your reality is giving you that space.
But people are getting pregnant and getting
like
married
like crazy. And y'all, you know, holiday season is when you see the most proposals.
Kiana's not on social media.
The most announcements of, you know, whatever. In which I love that for them. I love it for you.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. But that's hard. Like, how many weddings have I been to, let alone been in?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, all right.
Yeah.
When y'all come to mine.
Yeah. Or even if we want to spend it, let's drop it off of, you know, the love and the marriage and the kids. Even seeing people like famous, let's say singers or like artists that are our age or younger, and they're literally in the pinnacle of their career. Like
Lotto, she just turned 26. Looks every bit of 30.
But she is literally like, girl, what else? Where else do you want to go?
Well, I mean, that's true. That's true. And it's funny because like even in high school, there were kids who were like, you know, super popular. I mean, I was known. I'm not claiming to be popular. Other people might say that, but like these people, you know, the star basketball player, the star this, the star that. But really, like now in this age, they peaked in high school. That's like, you know, a lot of us peaking now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At 26. That might be her peak. We don't know. But like some of the people that we've seen peak in the past, that was their peak at such young age. I don't want to peak and fall off. I feel like I've been very consistent on this uphill kind of like slow line that's going up a little bit.
Well, hopefully when you peak, you stay up. But
some
people do come down.
I've seen the peaks and falls.
Some people do come down, yes. But I'm just saying, like, they're younger than us, and they are literally, like, career there.
Yeah.
Not saying that our career isn't. But I still feel like, for myself personally, I have not reached that pinnacle in my career where I'm like, okay, this is it. Like, I'm stuck, I'm locked in, I'm living the life, living the dream, I'm making this money, I'm cool, I'm gonna be here. I ain't got there yet. And I don't honestly know if I will feel that way, just because, you know, my stance on working, period. But I don't know when I'm gonna reach. Please, I don't know when I'm gonna reach that in my career. But you have those Glorilla, you have those people where they're like literally jump quick. Yeah, we heard of a Glow 2 years ago, and then boom, boom, boom,
but
boom.
Again,
she's here.
Like what you already said though, like you don't know what it took for her to get to that. But like
that's true.
She was underground hustling.
That's
probably
true.
like 10 years, or 8 years before she got that final deal. Before she got that deal. But it's like you don't know, you can't know somebody else's hustle or their story or their struggle of everything that they did that led up to that point. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's just amazing to watch.
It is, you know. But that's only because they're in that spotlight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we're normal, which is wonderful because at the end of the day, they want to be normal, which is nuts. They want, oh man, I was listening to Angel Reese's podcast, who she have on there, Coco Jones or whatever, and they were talking about I wish I could just go to Walmart. I wish I could just get on the airplane.
But
and they're like,
do you ever like imagine like what if you were famous? I always think about literally all the time. What if I was born into a famous family? Like,
I don't want that.
You wouldn't want that?
No.
I don't know if I would want it per se, but I think it would be really cool. Like to say, oh yeah,
absolutely not.
That's my mama.
Absolutely not. I'm talking about Angel says she puts the biggest glasses on.
Yeah, she's in Chicago though.
Scrunched, like always. She's like, and somehow they still know it's me. And she's like, I don't know how. And like Coco's like the same thing, man. I just wish I could just pick up and go to the store. But no, they were like, them Uber Eats.
That's so crazy. I seen a video of Coco in Target.
Yes, and that's what she said. That's what she said on the episode too. She was like, and then I get caught in Target and now I'm viral online and I'm looking like a bum.
Are you Coco Jones?
And yes, but no, I don't want none of it. Okay. I do not. But again, you don't know how much. Because like Coco,
she started in Disney.
She been working. Yeah. She had been working.
She fell off after Disney exposure though.
But she had a little video that's like, because she said somebody posted a tweet. I like Coco. But she had said it on multiple occasions, like somebody posted a tweet and was like, whatever happened to Coco Jones? And she was like, she reached out to her mom and was like, should I say something? Her mom was like, well, what you got to lose? And so I watched the video and I didn't know this backstory, but I watched the video that went up on YouTube maybe about 4 or 5, maybe 5-ish years ago, and she posted a video explaining like what happened, how that the deals fell through, this, that, and the third, and going to school and all of that. And after she posted that real video, and that is a testament to always be honest. That is a testament to always stay true to yourself, and that is testament to keep your faith in the forefront, because she said as soon as she posted that's when she started getting the calls.
Really?
And she had this dry spell for I don't know how long.
And then
it went up from there, and she was getting calls for different interviews. And then she ended up on the Terrell show. And I'm not going to say like the Terrell show is what like threw her up.
Yeah.
But I will say after the Terrell show, she was recording music because the Terrell show, like Song Association, she's singing and broadcasting her voice and stuff like that. So you have to stay true to yourself.
And again, y'all know Kay loves a good like benediction wrapped up. So this is her benediction.
I'm just saying, like, even in the season of what you're waiting on, and you feel like, man, I've been here. You're a late bloomer. You've been here for a minute. I am 31 years old, and I still don't have a lot of things that I've set on my goals list. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I've remained true to myself. I have not compromised my morals. I haven't done any of those things, and I know that when I do finally get it, it is going to be worth gold.
Okay.
What about you, friend?
I never have nothing to say after you because it's like you did enough. Okay. You said it all. Okay. I wholeheartedly agree. And again, everybody's gonna be okay. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Let's be real. Let's talk about it, and then let's not sit in it for too long. I like for you to feel. I like for you to engage in what you're feeling. Yeah. Because you have that right. We're human. Things hurt. Time bruises us. All of those things. Yeah. But let's also figure out how we can thrive and where we're at and make it more of a positive while we're waiting. So again, Don't wallow in it. If you are a late bloomer such as us, it's okay. It is okay. We're working. We're still yet appreciating where we are. And then if you don't know, people, once you get there, are going to be cheering for you. They're going to be on the sidelines, and they may be wanting what we have, but they don't know what it took for us to get to this point. So still, and when you get yours, somebody's going to get theirs, which is going to encourage the next person to get theirs. Period. So don't be weary in doing. That's and also, I do want to say real quick, I'm sorry, we are not late bloomers. Our blooming is right on time. Okay. There is no perfect timing. There's no timeline or anything like that. Yeah, okay, we're getting up there in age, but we're not late bloomers. Okay. And there we have it. All right. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our talk, our conversation. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed seeing, hearing, and like engaging with TNK all year. Yeah. We again thank you so much for sticking it out with us, for riding for us, for encouraging us, big things in the new clapping year. For us. We have again this episode, and then of course we're gonna keep our same schedule for the new year and just see what happens. We don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know. Stick around. Are gonna like pour out as we give these more episodes. You know what I'm saying? Like we will look back on this at the end of next year and be like, girl, man. Again, I cannot even believe we're already in December. Yes, but end of December. End of December. So there you have it, you guys. This is your girl T, and this is K, and we out of here. Bye. Bye.